Okay guys, so here is the EcoVue for the iPad, the EcoVue flip style case. Really nice leather case, guys. This is environmentally friendly. We'll get to that in just a second. I'll give you the details on how that works. Basically, this is the EcoVue for the iPad. This is a folio style case, my favorite style of case. You guys know me, I'm big on leather. I love leather cases, and right now, guys, this is my #1 case for my iPad. This is the one that I use all the time. I love it very much. I love how it protects the screen. It has a bunch of different varieties of ways to hold the iPad, and I'll show you that in just a second. First off, let's go ahead and just get out of the way and talk about why this is such an eco-friendly product. I'm going to go ahead and read this off the screen here because I can't. I'm not going to pretend to know all this off the top of my head. But so this is it's an eco leather is what this is made of. And so the tanning process used to make this leather, it uses fewer toxins than traditional leather tanning. And so this minimizes toxic runoff into the ground and water tables. And so throughout the entire process, the leather remains RoHS, which stands for Restriction of Hazardous Substances compliant, RoHS compliant. So there's no chlorine, no sulfuric acid, there's no petroleum, no chemical-based dyes. So it's real leather, just without the environmental impact of standard tanning and dyeing processes that are usually used in leather cases. Okay, so very environmentally friendly, very green. Marware does a good job on keeping up with that type of thing. A lot of companies are doing this now, so this is one of those such cases that kind of takes the environment into consideration. Okay, so that's why this is called the EcoVue. So let's go ahead and get into the case. Pop it open. As you can see here, we got two little things right here. We're not quite sure what those are. First off, we have a little kickstand here. Kind of, it stays, I think there's a magnet in there if I'm not mistaken, that's holding it into place. Basically, what you use that for is for a keyboard lift, if you will. So when you hold it like this, you can use it whenever you want to type. You can pop this out here, and it'll allow you to use it as maybe like a typewriter. So when you want to type a message or anything, you can pop it open and, let's see, the duck swam across the lake. Yeah, I got it right. There you go. So, I mean, we all know the keyboard on the iPad is not the most ideal, but this definitely helps out a little bit, especially when you're on a flat surface like a table like this. It definitely helps out a lot from your wrists not bothering you from typing on a flat surface. It raises up a little bit. Kind of nice, okay? So that's the first use of that right there. I'm going to turn the screen off. So that's that first thing right here on the edge. The second thing is this piece right here. And I honestly didn't know what to do with this until I went to the website and checked it out. This is basically like a hand strap. So flip it around, pop it up like this, and you can put your hand in here while you're using it. So while you're holding it with one hand and doing your stuff, you have your hand in here in the strap and making sure it doesn't slip out of your hand. Kind of cool. Not quite necessary, but it is a little handy, and it makes it feel a little more secure when you're using this. Although, given the fact that there's no magnetic enclosures or anything keeping this closed, sometimes when you're using this, it does feel like it's going to open up a little bit like that. But for the most part, guys, if you're going to be sitting down or standing up and sitting pretty still when you're using this, you're not going to be moving around too much. But it's a little bit of extra added support that they threw in there, just so you can use it like that. And of course, because it is a folio style case, you are able to prop it up like so. And use it as a video viewer, picture frame viewer, however you may call that. Not the most ideal because there's no stoppers or anything on the bottom here. So as you can tell, I'm trying to fight with it. It does move around a little bit, but like any folio style case, you are able to prop it up like this if you want to watch your videos at a higher angle like that. So let me go ahead and close it up and show you all the accessibility that comes to the iPad whenever it is in the case. So when it's closed up, your headphone jack, easily accessible, no problem there. You can fit all your headphones in there. Standby switch is open there. Whole side section. There is a cutaway for the lockout switch for the rotation and the volume. Easy to get to there. Speaker is being accessible there. Nice opening. Nice big opening for the dock connector as well. Pop anything in there. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is covered up and protected. Now there is a corner here that is being shown. So if you were to drop it, you could possibly do a little bit of damage, but it'd be pretty difficult just because it's pretty recessed. And let me show you the angle there. So as you can see, there's like a lip. This lip right here kind of prevents that corner from actually being hit. So I feel pretty secure if I was to drop my iPad in here. They probably won't pop out and probably won't slip out. It also has a, if you can see here, a little band that you can pop over on the side there, and that'll make sure that it doesn't pop open by accident as well. So that'll keep it closed nice and tight. Okay, let me go and show you the inside here. A really soft, nice soft leather. The one thing I thought was kind of interesting, and maybe I would have liked to see maybe a different way of doing this, is the way when you slide in your iPad, there's just this leather strap right here, and it just flops in there. So you basically just fold it behind it, and you and it kind of just keeps it in place. It does a pretty good job of it, but I don't know, I just kind of wish that there was a little bit more to this. Maybe if there was, I don't know, like an actual piece that it slid into, not just behind the whole iPad. But that's just kind of how it is. Not a really big deal. When it's when your iPad isn't here, it's being covered up on all three areas, on the side, this side, and the bottom side, like I showed you, and it just slides in from the top. So, and when you're using it, the home button is pretty much open there. So, overall, guys, I really like this case, EcoVue from Marware. This one retails for $44.99. I definitely recommend purchasing it. I think it's well worth the money. And like I said, right now, at this time, this is my #1 case for my iPad. I love it. So go check it out, guys. Marware.com. I'll give you guys the links in the description box if you're interested in checking them out. So that is my review of the EcoVue for iPad. If you guys happen to own this product, why don't you tell us what you think about it? Post a comment below on Buy Me an iPhone or on YouTube, depending on where you're watching this video. And that is going to be it for me today, guys. Till next time, this has been another video review brought to you by BuyMeAnIPhone.com.